Namaste, and welcome to Yoga for Balance. A lot of people do yoga for flexibility, strength, and balance. And this practice will emphasize our ability to align with and focus on the exact alignment with gravity, so that we don't fall. And we'll also be looking at other forms of balance that go into our practice. There's a sense of balanced action between muscular energy that focuses on contraction and drawing in to the midline, into the core, into some focal point. And there's also a sense of organic extension and expansion from the center outward, so that we can fully expand and stretch. So there needs to be this balance between those two forms of action. We'll also find balance in the breath, the equal inhalation and exhalation. So we'll sit for a moment just to bring our minds into balance with breath, and feeling that inhalation, count it to count of 3, and the exhalation, that same equal count, balance with a count of 3 on the exhale. Inhale and sense the balance, the equanimity, and the harmony. And exhaling, settling in, feeling more grounded, rooted, and connected to the earth. Inhale with that organic extension and expansion that fills the lungs, broadens the shoulders, and increases the height of the spine. And on the exhalation, hug into the core, muscular energy drawing in through the navel, focusing on strengthening here in the abdomen, the pelvis. Equal inhalation and exhalation are sama vritti. And now with Vishnu Mudra, folding the first 2 fingers into the palm of either hand, and then using the thumb and outer fingers to alternately open and close the nostrils for some Nadi Shodanam Pranayama. This is alternate nostril breathing. So first fill the lungs fully, sitting tall, inhale. Close the left nostril, begin exhaling through the right slowly for a count of 4. And then inhale through the right, same count of 4. The top of the inhale, switch sides, exhale left, same count of 4. Inhale, equal count. And keep counting to yourself, switching at the top of your inhale. Sitting tall and straight. And being acutely aware, fine-tuning your awareness of gravity so that the crown of your head is directly over the sitting bones, not falling behind or collapsing in. Inner body bright, so the heart is lifting, the shoulders are back. And you can take deep breaths in and out, using your full lung capacity. This is a balancing breath between Ida and Pingala, the right and left nadis. achieving balance between right and left nostrils opens a central passage, the Shushumna Nadi. And rest the hands again on the thighs. Sense how much balance you have between the right and the left nostril. And then we'll come round to kneeling position, hands and knees. And we'll start by some cat and cow. Extension and flexion. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, looking down, pulling the navel in, the tailbone under. Inhale like a sway back cow, lifting the sitting bones. And exhale like an angry cat, pressing down through all the fingertips as much as the heel of the palm. Claw with the hands enough that you start to see white around the edges of the fingernails. Now balance on the left knee, extend the right leg, lift it up. Balance the hips, turning that right hip down to face the mat, spiraling the inner right thigh up towards the sky, and pressing out through the sole of the right foot to lengthen the leg, organically extend, and breathe. Find balance on the right arm and start to lift the left like a bird dog. Inhale, reach out, lift up. And exhale, draw into the core, more muscular energy. Inhale, extension. And exhale, contraction. And lower hand and knee back down. Switch sides. Balance on the right knee. Extend and lift the left leg. Balance the hips so left hip doesn't lift up, but you turn the outer left hip down, spiral the inner left thigh up, and press back through the sole of the foot, straightening the knee. Now try lifting the right arm. Inhale, extend and lift. And exhale, draw in with core strength. Keep the shoulder on the back, the arm integrated into the shoulder. And take another full breath, getting to your max. And lowering hand and knee back down, resting in table pose. And step right foot forward, come into low lunge. Press down through both legs, either through the toenails of the back foot or curl the back toes under and press through the toe pads. Lift the hands up to the right thigh and sense your balance here. Use muscular energy in the core of the pelvis to draw that right heel under and resist with the left knee. Root down with that and lift up with the arms. Breathe with balance, equal inhalation and exhalation. And lower the hands down. And switch sides, right foot back and the left foot forward. Adjust the feet, And then press down through the legs and feet. Lift the hands to the front thigh. Take a deep breath. Relax. Sense and feel the flow of gravity from the crown of the head down, rooting into the earth with strength and muscular energy in the core, the pelvis. Then you can lift up and maintain your balance even while extending and lengthening the fingers, the spine. Equal inhalation and exhalation. And releasing, hands down. Step the left foot back to downward dog. Walking the knees is fine to start the runner stretch. Soften on the inhalation, knees and elbows, and then extend and lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, press the heels down. Expand and contract as you breathe. Now turn the heels to the right. Balance on the right arm for side plank, Vashi Stasana. Lift the left arm up. Lift the hips up. You can try variations here, stacking the feet, picking up one leg. And switch sides, left hand down, push back to down dog. And then swivel, turn the heels to the left, balance on the left arm. Start to lift the right arm up. Try any variation you want. Challenge your balance by lifting the top leg. And lowering, hands and feet press back to downward dog. Now walk the feet halfway forward, widen the feet to the mat width, and squat down for a nice deep squat. Try and lift the hands to the heart. Squeeze the knees in against the arms and pull back with the shoulders so you can lengthen the spine, the neck. Coming into arm balance, Bakasana. Place the palms down, keep squeezing the knees in against the upper arms, and then gradually lift the feet one at a time, balance on the hands. This is crow pose. Okay. And rest whenever you need, or transition very carefully now. Don't fall or drop onto the head for your tripod headstand. You can always find a wall for safety. And we're going to come back down and rest. Eventually, knees down on the mat. And have a little child's pose. And we'll come back up to stand. We'll lift all the way to Tadasana. And lift the arms, touch the fingertips in a sphere. Hakini Mudra, squeezing to the midline, pressing the fingertips against one another, and strengthening the legs, hugging muscles to the bone. As you exhale, drawing the navel in and stretching the tailbone down. Great. Now, step up to the front of the mat if you're not, and take a big step back with the right foot to a lunge. And of course, lift to high lunge. All right, now balance on the front leg, lean forward, lift up, straighten the spine for warrior 3. Come into the balance by lifting the back leg. And then carefully lower the back foot down. And hands to the front thigh, fold forward. I'm into pyramid pose. So you can slowly walk the hands down, coming to that deep thigh stretch. And finishing, step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, soften the knees, and exhale, fold over straight legs. And rise on your inhale, lift up the arms, touch the palms, and exhale, rest. Arms down, and left foot stepping back to high lunge. So I'm on the ball of the back foot, right knee is bent. I can have my hands here on the thigh for balance, or start to lift the arms. Deepen the hips. And integrate the arms down into the shoulders, the shoulder blades into the back of the rib cage. And the lower ribs drawing in through abdominal strength here. And then bring your weight forward onto the front leg. You can toe touch with the back foot until you get that balance on the front leg. And then lift up, straighten the spine. Slowly lift the back leg. Warrior 3. And touch down with that back foot. Lower the back heel and start to fold forward over the right leg. And working your way down to the shin or fingertips to the floor, so that you, as you're exhaling, you can straighten the front knee. And next inhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Soften the knees, and on your exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, lift the arms, stand up, and touch the palms. All right, we're here. We're going to come into chair pose. Bending the knees, lowering the hips, keeping the shoulders back so it's not a rounding in the back. Keeping the back straight, and then lowering just the hips. And it may be that you lift an inch on the inhale and go down 2 on the exhale. until you find where your limit is. Now inhale, lift up and straighten the legs. Press the feet down with energy and tension and strength. Then take the right arm, facing you, wrap under the left for eagle pose. So you can just hold opposite hand, opposite shoulder, or wrap and bind the hands in front. Okay, so this is our eagle bind. And again, that same form as chair, bend the knees. And balance on the left leg, cross the right knee over the left knee. Squeeze the legs together. Now draw the shoulders back, navel in. One type of challenge you can do with this pose is to squat down really low so that the elbows will touch the knees. Or stay up, keeping the shoulders back, navel in, squeezing to the midline with the legs. All right, step out, uncross the arms, lift them up high, lengthen the legs, and exhale, rest. Okay, doing the other side, sweep the left arm under the right. Balance on the right leg, bend the knees. Now cross the left knee over the right knee. Draw the shoulders back, the navel in, squeeze the legs together, and then if you wish, come down in that crouching eagle. Touch the elbow to the knee. Or lift up and lift the elbows, draw the shoulders back. And uncross, release, sweep up high with the arms. And exhale, rest them. Please step to the front of the mat. Pause with your breath. And then step the right foot back for warrior one, bending the left knee. From warrior one, balance by hugging into the midline, squeezing the outer hips in towards the core. And now take the hands behind humble warrior. We'll clasp the hands or hold with a strap. Roll the shoulders back and then fold forward, bringing the knuckles up towards the sky. Now, releasing the hands down in front of you on the mat. Bring your weight forward onto the left foot, lift up the right leg, and balance in standing split. Another way to make it more challenging is to take the hands off the floor and hold the back of the ankle. And right foot can rest down next to the left. And inhale, stand all the way up. Touch the palms. And exhale, rest the hands to your side and step the left foot back. Virabhadrasana, or warrior. Bend the right knee. And the feet are firm. You You can lift the arms. Inhale, expand, extend, and exhale. Use muscular energy to draw inward towards the core of the pelvis. And clasp the hands behind you. You can use that strap as a way of connecting the hands. Here, I have my strap here, so I'll just demonstrate that. So I'm holding it with the thumbs pointed away from the center, and then lifting the strap up as I fold forward. Now for standing split, bring the hands to the mat in front of your foot and lift up the back leg. Press down through the standing leg. Try balancing without the hands on the mat. Hold the back of the right ankle and pull up. Lower the back foot, left foot next to the right, and inhale, come back up and stand tall. Reach up high, extend out of the hips, and then rest the hands back to your side. You may wish the strap for the next one to make a loop for your foot, as we do. Standing balance now. The loop around the right foot. Balance on the left foot. And lift the right knee up, bending the knee. Then take a shorter, hold on the strap. Extend that right leg in front of you. The left arm can go out to the side for counterbalance. And then try opening that right leg over to the right side. Try and curl that right sitting bone under, lift up through the heart. Good. And then bring the right leg in front of you once again. Bend the knee. This time, take the foot behind you. Come into your dancer pose. Natranjasana. And we're back to standing. Both feet down, resting. The deep restorative breath. Knowing we have one more side to do with our hasta pada, hand to foot. So using the strap again, or maybe try without the strap, it's fine. Balance on the right leg. Lift the left knee and bind either the big toe or the outside edge of the foot. It's a little safer on the toe joint. Draw the shoulders back. And then open the left leg to the side. And bend the left knee. Take the left foot behind in dancer pose. And releasing that, both feet down, both arms up, and take a rest. Relax the arms. All right, I see. Next up, tree pose, Rakshasana. Start by balancing on the left leg. All right, tree pose. We're going to turn the right knee out to the side. Slide the right foot up that left calf. Maybe it sticks to the calf. Having shorts on, I'm hoping the skin will be sufficient friction. Stick that foot right on the inner thigh and press it in. Hug into the core, into the midline. And the arms lifting up. So you can have different variations of tree. Make it more challenging here. You could try, for instance, closing your eyes and just depending on the sensation in your foot to tell you where the balance is. It may mean coming back into the pose. That's fine. Here's another variation. One-legged chair. All right. Bending the knees and squatting down like you're in chair by having the right ankle crossed over that left knee. Sorry. Losing that. And there's other variations with half lotus here, and binding and folding. So the Ashtanga variations there. When you're ready to release, just rest both feet down, walk out the knees, shake out the wrists, hands. Then we'll go on, balancing on the right leg into our Rakshasana. It can just be here with that left knee turned out, or bringing that left foot up, maybe sticking the left foot onto the inner right thigh, using friction, skin on skin. Or there's the variation of half one-legged chair here. Crossing the left ankle over the right knee and squatting down like a chair pose. Or you're going to maybe want to try some of those half lotus variations here. I'm not a big lotus aficionado, but we can do something with it. Maybe hold it with one hand, keep it where it belongs. All right, that's all there is. Release and rest. I'd like you to take a wider stance. So we have wide leg forward bend. Soften the knees, bringing the fingertips to the floor and extending through the crown on the inhalation. Lengthen, lift and expand in the back of the neck. And on the exhale, pull the navel in and press down through the feet. Lengthen the legs. And walk the hands over to the right leg. You can cross the left hand to the outer shin, hold the outside of that ankle, and fold chest to thigh. And walk the hands over to the left side, cross the right hand to the outer shin or ankle, and fold Chest towards the left thigh. Now, come back to the center. Bring the feet a little bit closer together so they're a little wider than hip distance. And squat down again with the hips, bend the knees. Here we may need the strap in order to bind. We're going to go into our bird of paradise. So if you're binding with the strap, let's start by holding the strap in the left hand. Take the left arm behind your back so you'll see the strap hanging between your legs. Then take the right arm underneath and hold the bottom of the strap. Keep bending the knees, walk your hands towards each other, and then start to straighten one leg at a time. As you straighten on the right side, you have that bind restricting, but you're going to draw the shoulder blades down and in, twist to the side a little as you straighten the right leg. So we're starting to open that left shoulder back. All right, now comes the fun part. Shift your weight over to the left foot, bend the left knee, tap the right foot in closer, toe touch with that right foot. Now you can just stand up on the left leg. Come up slowly with lots of control. And start to lift the shoulders up and draw the shoulders back and in. You can try then straighten that right leg out to the side. And release the right foot down, release the bind, and just hang and swing a little side to side like an elephant trunk. Loosely swaying side to side. And we have one more side to do. So hold the strap in the right hand, take the right arm behind your back, bind under the left thigh, holding the strap at the bottom with the left hand. Walk the hands close together as they can come, and then start to straighten the legs a little bit at a time. Bend and straighten that left knee. Roll the right shoulder back. Draw the left shoulder blade in. So this determines how much slack you need in the strap in order to straighten that left leg. Now let's do it standing. Shift your weight over to the right foot, toe touch with the left foot, and slowly just stand up on the right leg. Come up, stand, lift the head, roll the shoulders back, and gradually extend through the left leg. Press out through the sole of the foot, straighten the left knee. And you've done it. Release the left foot down, release the bind. And again, swing a little side to side, swing the upper body. And walk the hands to the front of the mat. And step the feet back to downward facing dog. And if you have a wall nearby that you want to practice your handstand against, I would go there. If you feel you need more space for possible fall, you could maybe reorient yourself on the mat and then try a little handstand play. You never know, it might stick
To get a good handstand, firm through the fingertips. They should see all white around the fingernails. Claw in strong with those fingertips, and that'll prevent you from flipping over onto your back. Try one leg as the lifter and the other as the springer. So my right foot's going up first. That's going to lift me up like someone's lifting me up by that foot. And the bottom foot is the springboard that's going to spring me up off the mat. Need a little more space. So give it a couple tries. Maybe one more. Not today. And whatever happens, thank you for trying, and have a seat. So take a rest, sit down, and just come into Paschimottanasana. We're sitting up straight in Dandasana. Calm down the heart with this forward bend, folding over the legs. Equal inhale and exhale. And lift up the back and open the legs wide to either side. Inhale, draw the lower back in, roll the shoulders back, and exhale, pull the navel up, fold forward, and strengthen the legs, flex the ankles. Equal inhale and exhale. Inhalation, organic extension, and exhalation, muscular contraction, taking you deeper. Take another deep breath. Rise back up, lift the back, and lift the knees. There we are, good. Now, just fold the left leg in front and cradle the right leg. Lift the right leg up. And draw the shoulders back and down. Now, bend the right knee behind the right armpit. Hold the foot with the left hand. Take the right elbow under, feed it underneath and to the outside of that right knee. Then make a shelf with the upper right arm. Hug that right knee into the shoulder so it doesn't slide down off the elbow. Then scoop the right toes underneath the outside of that left ankle. Lean forward and balance on the hands. Extend the legs out to the side, Rakshasana pose. And release and switch to the other side. Either bend the right knee or you can extend it. Then cradle with the left knee, the left shin up to the chest. Now get that left hip stretched open. And then lift the left foot up, straighten the left leg, a little hamstring stretch. Now bend the left knee, pull it behind the left armpit. Hold the foot with the right hand, and then the left elbow tucks underneath the left knee, underneath the left thigh, and start to lean forward onto that left hand. Now keep hugging the knee up towards the shoulder. Lean forward and down enough that that left elbow sticks out and it's horizontal. The upper arm's more horizontal. All right, now I'm gonna tuck the left toe tips underneath the outside of the right ankle. Lean forward even more, balance on the arms, and lift up the legs. They swing out to the side. And you have Asana Bakasana. And rest that back down. Whew. You've done the hard stuff. Please lie back onto your spine and hug the knees in. Rock them side to side. Circle them around. And happy baby pose. Holding the ankles or the feet, pull the knees towards the mat, press the feet towards the sky. And breathe into the hips, into the pelvis, expanding on the inhalation and contracting on the exhalation. Now, rock the hips up, take the feet up and behind the head into bent knee plow. Walk the hands underneath the back, so holding the lower back with the hands. Start to lift the hips. I'm into inverted action pose with an arch in the lower back, so all the weight of the hips is in the hands and elbows. There's no weight in the back of the head. If you have the support or with blankets or the strength to lift into shoulder stand, then the hips are going to come forward and up. But you have to have strength in your neck so that you're able to support the weight without collapsing in the back of the neck. All right. Then release, bend the knees, and roll the spine back to the earth. So the knees are bent. And widen the feet, open the arms, cactus arms, windshield wiper the knees, twisting them first to one side, taking a breath or two. And then switching sides, the knees will flop over to the opposite side. And lifting the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees apart into a reclining cobbler. You can deepen that opening by placing the palms on the inner thighs and lightening the pressure on the inhalation and gently applying more pressure on the exhalation without forcing or hurting, but just to get a deeper experience of the stretch that you wouldn't without your hands-on assist. And then release the hands and stretch out the legs. Symmetrically lengthen, arms overhead, legs in front. And then gradually make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose, separating the feet to the width of the mat, turning the palms face up beside you, the arms as wide as the feet are. So some symmetry, alignment, head, neck, and trunk in one straight line. And then just focusing more inwardly with your awareness, the samavriti of equal inhalation and exhalation. Counting it to yourself through the inhale, 1 Om, 2 Om, 3 Om, 4 Om. Exhale, 1 Om, 2 Om, 3 Om, 4 Om, and so on. Sensing in your nostrils if there's an equal flow of air on both nostrils. Breathe through the more dominant nostril, if there is one, as though all the air was flowing in through the dominant nostril up to the third eye, and then back down through that same nostril and over the upper lip. Keep breathing with that same side. Now switch to the second side. Maybe more challenging. Try and just focus all your attention on that second nostril. Relax it so the inhalation comes more easily through that second side up to the third eye. And then back down through the same side as you exhale. So it's like alternate nostril breathing. Only don't use your hands, it's all mental. And now we come to Shushumna breathing. So both nostrils are going to combine into one central channel. So as you inhale, you're inhaling through a central channel up to the third eye, and exhaling through that joined channel back out through the nose and over the upper lip. So Shushumna again is joining Ida and Pingala nadis, balancing them so that they've joined energies.
Just continue relaxing with this Shushumna breath, letting your body rest more deeply, more fully and completely. Every muscle, nerve, and fiber just becoming totally loose and limp, soft. And simply dwell in the awareness of the touch of breath in the nostrils, the mental focus of bringing it up to the third eye on the inhale, and back down through the nose on the exhale. Inhaling, you nourish your body. And exhale, release any cares or worries, tension, effort. Letting the body relax deeply. Letting the mind rest in the awareness of the breath. It's deeply rejuvenating, healing, and strengthening. Helping you to see where you can balance things in your life better, between work and play, family and friends, study, practice, and you can start to deepen your breath now. Start to awaken and stretch through your body. Roll over to the right side, fetal position. And then come up to easy seated pose. And find balance once more with the crown of the head right over the sitting bones, so that you can expand and organically extend up through the crown as you inhale, and with muscular energy contract and root down through the hips and pelvis as you exhale. Joining hands over the heart, I bow to the balance within each of you. Namaste.